So you think you're a pretty good driver and eating or talking on the phone is no trouble?
That's what we heard from the people who agreed to take our distracted driver's road test. Are they going to pass or fail? Once again, here's Fox 9's Jeff Valiant.
If you didn't know any better, you might think there's a drunk in that car. But the person behind the wheel is just trying to keep an eye on the road while doing something a lot of drivers do every day.
That's out of control almost the whole way.
These drivers believe they're better than that.
How many of you feel you're a pretty good driver?
Each claims to be a capable multitasker.
What kinds of things are you comfortable doing while you're driving?
Talking on the phone, like eating things, changing CDs.
Questions about what we're going to be doing out there.
Dave Schultz of St. Cloud State's Highway Safety Center is going to put our volunteers through some very basic driving exercises, things that could happen to anyone at any time on any road.
There's no way anybody's going to get hurt.
We've set up cameras inside
down the left side
and outside our test car, and Skyfox 9 will give us the bird's eye view.
I've had my license a year.
Justin is 17 and confident of his driving skills.
And you drive putting a CD in? Oh, yeah.
He says he has no trouble driving and changing a CD at the same time. But watch what happens when we ask him to do just that and then throw a surprise in his path. Had Justin been paying close attention to these lights, he should have made an evasive turn to the right.
Stay off the brakes, stay off the brakes. Oh, you went the wrong way.
The same mistake on a busy highway might have caused a head-on crash.
I would say we probably had a fatal collision, not only in our car, but theirs too.
Even though it was just a test, it rattled his nerves. Now, watch what happens as he attempts to drive a mile-long obstacle course designed to simulate rush hour traffic. At one point, he's out of control.
Keep going, keep going. Go.
David informed me that I was going no more than 35 miles an hour. What do you think of that? That's crazy. It didn't feel like that. What did it feel like? It feels like I was going about 55.
Our next driver is Jennifer, also 17. We want her to eat a hamburger and fries while driving, something she does all the time.
Well, one side.
Like Justin, she's so distracted she turns the wrong way on the evasive maneuver, and in real traffic could have smashed into something or someone. Okay, let her go. But the obstacle course is the real eye-opener.
Now weave back and forth through these. Keep going.
Imagine these cones are other cars.
Keep going.
She runs into 28 of them.
What do you think?
That's hard. Never eating and driving is bad.
Jennifer's mom is stunned by what she saw.
I didn't realize what could happen then, and then I saw her today, and it's a rude awakening.
Will a more experienced driver, a baby boomer, do any better? Kim is a Fox 9 producer who always seems to have a cup of coffee in his hand.
Go, geez. Keep going, keep going. We got cars coming in behind us. Keep going. Water here.
And you're going the wrong way.
He flunks the evasive maneuver.
I thought for sure I'd go the right way, but I totally went the wrong way. I would have hit cars. If there had been cars ahead of me, I would have hit them.
Kim does better than the others on the obstacle course, but he still knocks over 8 cones. That's 8 accidents.
I think I'll probably only drink coffee if I have somebody driving me.
Have you ever had a case where you've been driving and you've had to steer with your thighs?
Yes. Yes.
Sue is a typical mom, always on the go. She admits to driving while eating and talking on the phone.
Mostly to save time. Okay.
Let's see if she can handle a salad and our test.
Oops, I went to the other way. No clue how I got through that. Really.
She fails too. And watch how she handles the obstacle course. Remember, this is supposed to simulate driving in traffic.
Go between the cones.
Oh my God.
She takes out 26 cones, 26 crashes in just over a mile.
Carnage. I mean, she would have hit a lot of things.
Never eating again in the car. It's just not okay, and I never realized how not okay it is. Never had any clue.
The most experienced driver in our group is Gil, a real estate agent who spends a lot of time in his car. He's never had an accident. Let's see if we can distract him with a pastry. He's the first person to correctly do the evasive maneuver.
Coming into the maneuver, I felt just normal. Coming out of it, my heart's pumping, I feel it at my fingertips, I feel the adrenaline rush.
Gil had to leave before we could test him on the obstacle course. But we put every one of our drivers through a braking exercise while trying to distract them.
What we discovered is scary. 4 of the 5 would have easily rear-ended a car 100 feet in front of them. Some were so slow to jump on the brake pedal that even a football field of distance wouldn't have been enough to avoid a collision.
It's the speed that kills 40,000 people a year.
Speed, and as our volunteers discovered, ignorance.
You just can't do this. You really can't. You cannot pay attention to the road and what's going on and have something else going on with your hands and your mind.
This test was a real wake-up call for each of our volunteer drivers. From now on, they say they'll cut back on eating or using the cell phone or doing other things that can cause distractions in the car.
Yeah, one thing I even learned that the headsets are distracting too.
There's so many things. They had me try and dial a phone and do that. I passed the evasive test, but when I went through that obstacle course, I couldn't get the number dialed, and I hit 14 of those cones. That would have been 14 accidents.
I think there are a whole bunch of us that are failing that test on a day-to-day basis.
And you don't realize it made so easy.